Welcome back to Abu Dhabi, the capital of the United Arab Emirates. Racing today, and 3 automatic entries to the 2023 24 Hours of Le Mans. It has been 2 weekends, and then row 9, it is race winner in Dubai, DKR Engineering's Duquesne, alongside the second Graf car and the car that's in championship.
You know, they all build their lap time in lots of different ways, and like someone like Paul DeResta was just saying to me at breakfast this morning about how that is a real challenge. And I spoke to Marco Mapelli earlier on, and he was pretty happy.
Yeah,
he was looking forward to today's race and getting stuck in and enjoying it. You know, he's enjoyed his time here.
Paul DeResta with Alexandre Kwani. This is the battle for 4th, but the difference here is the United car has already pitted. Yeah. Paul looks to the outside. That's come. Rolled 3 wide here. And that was the 34 car on the 19.
Yeah, I'm sure there was a few eyes away from the screen there, head in hands moment there for the 34 car. Don't want any contact at all.
That will be, I'm sure, the instruction given to Chandler Hall. Keep it clean. Yeah,
he's been given the duties to start races here both times.
Indeed.
So the life at Lamborghini 19 car.
Fabulous sound of that normally aspirated V10, the wailing V10, familiar to anybody that listens to and watches GT3 racing. Same engine, 5.2 litre V10 used in both the Lamborghini we have here and the Audi R8 that we don't have this year, and a couple of them last season. Ting for time. Now, slightly different here, of course, to the P3 cars and the GT cars. All 3 classes must have these fixed 100-second penalties, and it's got to be at least 100 pit stops. My apologies. The difference between the other 2 classes and LMP2 is, effectively, unless we've got a long interruption, in LMP3 it is the 360 racing car now in the hands of Frederic Jousset ahead of Jerome de Savalis.
To the right rear as one of their main rivals, the number 8 Graf Racing is coming through turn 7 off of there nice and smoothly.
Well, we're going to go take a look back very shortly at a frenetic first 2 hours ahead of the last 2 hours of the Asia Le Mans Series of 2023. So bring you those in just a moment or two.
There's still that multi-class racing that we should given there, just trying to get through this gaggle of cars coming down into 11, 12 just by the W Hotel here. The 8 car, the Graf car. This is the one that's fighting with MV2S for the championship, and it's only 7 points between them. Ayunchin just getting past the other championship contender in the other class of GT. They'll be giving each other plenty of space, plenty of room, not wanting to, as I've been saying quite a lot, squabble over that piece of tarmac.
Well, let's take a look back after the first 2 hours of racing here. Hour and 53 still to go at the action for the first half of the 4 hours of Abu Dhabi. Live, Ollie.
Yeah, absolutely.
There is the overall classification. Take us through it.
So 98 in the lead, with the number 3 DKR in second there in P2, followed up by the Inter-Europol competition, number 43 car 19.7 seconds back. In P3 it's the number 8 in Graf Racing. They are in the championship fight with the number 29 MV2S Racing, and then 360 Racing having a really strong run there in third in P3, which is a nice fill up for them after a very tough Asia Le Mans Series. In GT it's the Hapt Racing team, number 7 lead
for 100. I don't think they need it, but they might.
Yeah.
But my only guess, because of the way that John Eastwood has been running here, is that
brilliant racing.
We're about to see it played out in LMP3. This is the number 8 car, the challenger for the title from Graf Racing, called in for its last splash and dash. Car 10 is going to be called for another drive-through. That's the Get Speed car. Not time to worry about that at the moment. The 8 car is in. We are going to see the 29 car follow suit at some point, but that goes through and will lead.
You see there that the fueler is watching that display on the top of the fuel nozzle, and that's giving it time that he has to keep it connected for. So that was a time stop.
So Graf Racing cede the lead at the moment to the championship leaders MV2S. We believe that Nielsen Racing running third do not need to stop again.
Where are they?
They're third. They are 57 seconds back from the Graf car as it pitted. They're in this for the win. The other drama, Malte Jakobsen has gone to the lead. He's gone to the lead. What has happened here?
Has Nolan Seagull had a problem?
He's done a 2:06. He's been off the road.
Pit stop infringement.
For the 37, the leading car will have to have a stop and go. Oh dear, the second he goes to the lead, that must be that one that said 140, must have been...
Quite extraordinary.
By the way, you know, I said that there was no chance for Malte Jakobsen to close that gap. He's taken 3 seconds out of Neil Yarney on the last lap.
That boy doesn't know when to give up. He is
does
just
not.
Absolutely flat out. I'm sure we're going to see some action on the timing screens as well from him, lighting it up.
Yarney dropping off with that traffic. Charlie Eastwood under 4 minutes plus the lap once the clock is expired and the leader crosses the line. In the other classes, Graf Racing from MV2S Racing, 43 seconds, but that gap is not going to be enough to stop MV2S from taking a title.
Have MV2S still got to come in and pit for that drive time?
They might. Oh, they do. Title. We're waiting for the 10 Get Speed car and Fabian Schiller to complete the podium. But what a race! What a weekend here in Abu Dhabi! What a season here in the United Arab Emirates! What an Asian Le Mans series we've had in 2023!
It's been absolutely brilliant. We just see the number 8 Graf car coming through to complete its final lap, and we think to take the title.
And take the title on countback.
Yes. Let's just get that confirmed, but they have had a fantastic run here. They've always been in the hunt, and they come through to take the victory here at Yas Marina, the Abu Dhabi 4 hours.
That is the winning crew. Fabrice Rosello, Xavier Oliveras, Francois Heriot, and if we're correct, we'll wait for confirmation. It's so tight.
It is. They are thrilled. Look at the Graf boys. But fantastic. Put on such a show. This amazing Asian Le Mans series. Seeing the number 8 car coming in.
Well, they've called it as V2S. That's what we'll go with. If MV2S are going to Le Mans, brilliant stuff. But a great win from Graf Racing, who did all they could possibly do.
Amazing race.
Where's Francois Heriot?
From the beginning.
It's again about what a brilliant racing we've had. Here we've got the overall classification. Number 3, DKR Engineering first in P2, followed by the 98 car, 99 Racing. Then in third place is the number 37 Cool Racing car, Malte Jakobsen, bringing that car back up.
Stick result. You really waited till the very final round here in Abu Dhabi, and you pulled out all the stops, not only winning here the 4 hours of Abu Dhabi. You are LMP3 Asian Le Mans Series champions, and you have won, of course, your invitation to this year's 24 hours of Le Mans. How do you feel?
It's amazing. I mean, I have no words. We have done an amazing job during the 4 races. We were a bit unlucky yesterday, finishing 4th, but today we nailed it. The teammates did a good job, very good on the pits as well, and we ended up in the P1.
Well done, congratulations, gentlemen.
Thank you.
As they come to the podium, we'll talk a little bit about Graf Racing in a minute. MV2S will be absolutely gutted about that. They lost that title in the final 5 minutes of the season.
It's pretty extraordinary, isn't it?
Cool Racing have had a good night tonight. Both cars on the podium, P2 and P3. They've not quite made it into title contention, but this is all ahead of what comes next in Europe.
Yeah.
But Graf Racing, Xavier Oliveras, Fabrice Rosello and Francois Heriot will be absolutely delighted. And that means as well that one of the longest running teams in sports car racing will make it to the Le Mans 24 Hours Centenary. Graf Racing's history goes back to Group C.
Wow. You have got quite the stats tonight, Graham. You are like this encyclopedia of motorsport. Extraordinary.
Well, maybe the Stato, you're the sports car racing legend, but we're going to be celebrating here with, I think, the first time we've heard the French national anthem.
Yeah.
It's a very pretty tune, La Marseillaise, isn't it? And that is indeed the first time we've heard it this season here in Asia. It's been a vast array of different nations, and it's the Total Energies partner that will be presenting these trophies. They are entitled to look despondent after that.
Oh,
that's a terrible way to lose it.
It is so tough for MV2S, seeing it happen that way.
And that was, we heard from Jerome Desadley, he had to get back in the car.
Just 1 minute.
One minute. But of course, there's no point getting in 1 minute. They've then put the bronze in at the end of that race when it mattered the very most.
Exactly.
And that was a miscalculation by the team.
And again, it comes down to executing and not making mistakes.
And remember as well, the doubly gutting part, it would have been their first opportunity to go to Le Mans. That's terrible luck, but they deserve huge credit. Took the fight to the rest. Graph Racing come back.
They will be back.
This is the overall points position. It is Graph Racing taking the title on count back only from MV2S. Nielsen Racing a distant third, just a point ahead of DKR Engineering. But it was the two French teams that toughed it out. They were the ones that had pace, consistency and reliability.
Yeah.
And they deservedly took that fight to the very finish.
WTM there in 5th in this team's trophy. I mean,
deserve far better.
Oh, they are going to be so gutted.
Fabrice Rossello, Francois Heriot and Xavier Riveras will be the champions here, will be the team that earn that squad, the entry to the Le Mans 24 Hours. Don't know which drivers will be in whatever car they choose to take to the